Hi guys. Okay, today we have a very cool rifle. It is the Eagle Claw. It is made by Samyang and it is a very powerful, very cool 22 caliber rifle. So, let me tell you a bit about it. This is one of the most powerful 22 caliber guns that you can buy stock standard. It has a 200 bar full and you get over 40 shots on low power with 18.13 grain JSP, and that's also 31 plus foot-pounds. So even on low power, it's quite powerful. And then on high power, you get 10 plus shots with a 40 grain slug, and that is 65 plus foot-pounds. The Eagle Claw is not regulated, but it does have a power wheel down there. There it is, so that you can tune it from low power to high power. There is 4 settings that you can choose from, and each one is a bit more powerful than the other one, or than the previous one. If you go from low power with 18.13 grain JSP, you will get around 900 feet per second. If you go to high power, you will get over 1,100 feet per second. So yeah, it's very, very powerful. And the fact that you can shoot a slug and even heavy slugs up to 40 grain with this, that you can get 65, 70 foot-pounds out of this gun standard is just insane. So the accuracy is also quite good. So the accuracy, the power, and the adjustability and everything makes this a very, very cool, well, not little, but little rifle. So let's do an overview of the gun, and we will start here at the back. And here at the back, it has a nice rubber butt pad, which is quite nice. It fits nice into the shoulder, and yeah, just makes shooting and everything very, very comfortable with the gun. The gun is a bit on the heavy side, so I wouldn't recommend a smaller person walking long range and doing a lot of out of the shoulder shooting. Shooting stick will help you a lot with this gun. It is quite on the heavy side, but the normal my big Sumatra is a bit heavier than this still. But yeah, it is a manageable gun. Next up, we have the cocking lever, which is very cool. This is kind of a cowboy gun because it is lever action. Does not have a magazine in, and it's safe, so you can pretty easily load it with the lever action. It cocks easily, and then when you push it back, it has a very satisfying click. So then yeah, it doesn't just go it doesn't just open up on you, so that when you're walking or something, that it starts going open and chambering 2 rounds or anything. This is nice and locked closed. And when you want to shoot again, you just open up and there you go. It also has a safety inside here, which is quite nice. It's just push in, and then from the other side, you push in, well, through again. And that is the safety and the cocking mechanism, which is really fun to shoot and just makes you feel like a cowboy. You can also decock the gun if you just hold the under lever with the cocking, and you pull the trigger, you release it slowly, take your finger away here at the bottom, release it slowly, and then it is decocked. So that's also a nice feature to be able to do that. On top, it has a Picatinny rail that you can mount a scope. And yeah, I like a Picatinny because it's like a sturdy and very strong, and this gun has a bit of a recoil. So yeah, the Picatinny is just a bit, in my opinion, a bit better and grips a bit better and everything. So that is like a mounting system. The gun has a 10-shot magazine that comes in here, but that is one of the not so nice things about the gun is the magazine. They are quite expensive and they tend to jam. This is my uncle's rifle, and he has 2 magazines. Here in South Africa, you only get 1 magazine with your gun. Well, it depends on where you purchase it, but he only got 1, so he purchased an extra one that was quite expensive. And I'm not sure which one, but one of them gets stuck the whole time. So he basically threw that one out. He gave me the one that's working a bit better. But in the test and everything, it did jam on me, and it also skipped from the second shot to the last shot. So that was a bit of a pain. But when it works quite well. The slugs don't fall out, pellets don't fall out, and you get 10 shots. That is quite nice. But the fact that it either doesn't cycle, so that when you take a shot, it's just an empty shot, or when you take a shot, it just spins, and then you're on your last shot, and you think, no, you have 7 shots left, and then you're on empty. So that can be a bit of a pain. You can also single load it. You can 3D print yourself a single shot tray. That is the magazine system. Oh, just one more thing about the magazine. When you put a pellet in, you must just push it in a tad bit so that the magazine can spin. It grips quite tightly onto pellets. The slugs, because they are 0.217 and 0.218, they fit basically in. They just slide in. At the back, it has the smallest little bump that the slugs don't fall through, and it just sits on that. So very nice for loading slugs and keeping them. The Sumatra, the slugs just fall through out of that mag, but this mag keeps the slugs, especially the slugs, a bit better. Okay, so a bit more forward, we have the barrel. The barrel is inside a shroud, and that really helps to quiet the gun down quite a bit. If you take the front end off, the gun is quite loud. If you put the cap back on so that you have a bit of a shrouding going on, then it is a lot more manageable. The gun isn't backyard friendly if you're not on the lowest power. Even on the lowest power, if you have neighbors that are a bit the pain, then I wouldn't recommend shooting this gun in your backyard. But if you just have normal neighbors, then yeah, this thing is backyard friendly on low power. But remember, low power is still 30 foot-pounds with a 18 grain pellets. So low power is still high power for most guns. The air reservoir down here is 460 cc's. That's almost half a liter. My Sumatra is 500 cc's. That's half a liter. And this is not something that you want to hand pump, especially if you go out, shoot from 200 bar to like 100 bar, a bit of maybe pesting or hunting and a bit of blinking. Then from 100 bar to 200 bar, that's quite a pump. That's quite a pump. My uncle uses a compressor and a bottle to fill, to keep this filled. He did use a pump in the beginning, but that got old really fast for him. I would recommend either a small compressor or a small bottle or something. But if you really, really want to and you want to stay fit, hand pump this baby. Okay, and then at the end, we have a Foster male fitting nipple adapter, whatever you want to call it. Here in South Africa, the gun doesn't come with a standard. It comes with a big turny type thing that you have a filling probe that you have to stick in, but the O-rings are very prone to be nicking and stuff, and yeah, it's not like it to walk around with 10 different filling ports and everything, so you can just get a adapter. I have seen on most American sites that the gun comes with a Foster, so that is nice. But yeah, this is something that my uncle put on aftermarket, and it just makes everything a lot easier. So that is basically the basics of the Eagle Claw in 22 caliber. It is a very nice lever action under cocking, whatever you want to call it, rifle. You feel like a cowboy when you shoot it. It would be cool if it had open sights. That would have been pretty cool. The Sumatra does come standard with open sights, but the front one, you have to really fasten that thing because 10-20 shots, then it jumps around. but this is a very, very nice, very, very powerful rifle. We are now going to the farm, take it out, do some crowing tests and some distance and everything. Gonna do 50 meters with a pellet and some slugs, and then 100 meters. It's very windy and stuff. We'll see what we do there, but we will also take it out with slugs up to 100 meters. So let's go to the farm and see what this gun does. Okay, we are on the farm. We are going to do a bit of testing with the Eagle Claw. The plan is to shoot 18 grains and pellets, JSBs, and then shoot 40 grain slugs. They are unknown slugs. I will put a link down in the description if you want more info. We are going to shoot them over the crony, see how many shots and how that does, and we are also going to shoot on 50 meters and 100 meters to see what the accuracy is and everything. It is very windy, so that will affect it a bit, but I have tried to make this review a couple of times now, and every time something goes wrong and happens and stuff, so we are pushing through and doing it today. Okay, now it's time to shoot the 18.13 grain JSBs. We're going to shoot them on 50 meters first, 10 shot grouping. I'm just going to see where it shoots, and then yeah, we will do the grouping. So let's see what happens. Okay, well, first shot looks good. I'm just going to keep on aiming there and we'll see how it goes. Okay, well, that's 10 shots. I have to say it looks pretty great. Yeah, for the wind and everything, little 18 grain pellet, it looks pretty good. Let's go to the 40 grain slugs. I'm just going to fill the gun up, put it on high power, and then we'll see what the 40 grains does. Okay, next we have the unknown slugs, 40 grain. These are the slugs that my uncle says works the best in his gun. They are 40 grain unknown. You've seen him, Gert from Aim Small. He has to do with these slugs. I will put a link to his channel in the comments or in the description so that you can go check out some of his testing on the slugs. And yeah, these work quite well for these powerful guns. Okay, now we are going to shoot the 40 grain unknown slugs on 50 meters and we'll see how they do. Maybe I'll just shoot and see where they hit. Otherwise, if they hit good, I'm just going to continue with my grouping. Okay, it seems like it hit a little bit high. Okay, I'm just going to aim at the bottom target because they shoot a bit high, it seems like. Okay, well, the bottom one was 8 shots. It's a bit vertical. I don't know why. There's actually just one more slug that I want to test quickly that has not yet been tested in this gun. It is the first time that Inferno is making a 28 grain 0.218 slugs. It is a 30 grain rebaited bowtail, but the size is 0.18, so I'm quickly just going to put them in here, do a final grouping, and then we will go to the 100 meters. Okay, we are now going to do the 0.218 rebaited bowtail slugs, 30 grains from Inferno. I just want to test them quickly, see what they do. I haven't tested these slugs in this gun. So yeah, I'm just going to aim there in the middle target and we will see where they hit, what they do. Yeah, this is just for interesting sake. So let's see what they do. Wow, that's almost just as good as the pellets. Okay, so I will tell my uncle to try these babies. Yeah, that's quite interesting. I'll give him some of these to try. Well, they did pretty flippin' good. But we'll see how they do on 100 meters. So let's go and see at the target and then move everything further, and yeah, let's go and check. Okay, this is the 18 grain, the 30 grain and the 40 grain. I remembered a measuring tool, so the 18 grains with the wind is about 40 millimeters. And up and down, what's that? That's about 25.5 millimeters, so that's not too bad. Then we go to the 30 grain. They are about 34 millimeters from the wind, and up and down is about 41 mils. So that's not too bad. And then the 40 grain unknown slugs, they are about, what's that, 22 from left to right, but they had a bit more of an up and down spread of 112 mils, it seems like. This was a good grouping of 27-ish, roughly an inch grouping, but these slugs really did well today. Okay, I'm now going to try 100 meters. This scope is fixed parallax, so yeah, we'll see. The gun will do better with a better scope and everything, but this is just what my uncle has on, so we will use his setup. But I'm going to first do the 30 grain rebaited bowtail 0.218 slug from Inferno. We're going to try them. I have no idea where to aim, so I'm going to give it 2 mil dot hold over, and we will hope for the best. So let's get shooting. Okay, well, we will quickly go and see what the grouping looks like before we shoot the other slugs. I could hear, I think, 8 of them hitting, 2 of them missed, but we'll go and see. Also, this magazine, yeah, the cycling issues in it isn't the best. This magazine is quite expensive, so yeah, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it. Sometimes it works perfectly, sometimes it just makes trouble. But let's go and see what the target looks like. Okay, so this is the grouping of the 30 grain rebaited bowtails. I gave it 2 mil hold over and I aimed on the top and it hit at the bottom, so I needed to hold a bit more on 100 meters. They have quite a drop, but I'm pretty happy with this grouping. We will measure it when we're done with everything. I'm just going to mark it so that we know it is the 30 grain slugs. Will someone just mark everyone with a It's a mark there, and then we will do the 40 grain unknown slugs. We will aim there, see where it hits, and then maybe do the 18 grain pellets also, but the wind is a bit crap for them, but we'll try the slugs, aim there, and we'll see what it does. Okay, now it is the turn of the 40 grain unknown slugs. We are going to shoot them 100 meters. I'm going to give 3 Moldot holdover. So hopefully we're on target. The previous ones, the rebaited bow tails, were a bit low, but the left and right and stuff, especially in this wind, was pretty good. So let's see what these do. Okay, no idea where those hit. I can't see that much detail in the scope, but let's go and see. Okay, these were the 40 grain slugs. They did all right. This is all right grouping, and then there's another type of grouping there. I don't know what order they hit in. We will see when we review the footage. But I think the 30 grain 0.218 rebaited bow tails did pretty well. Yeah, well, that's what you can expect from this gun. I'm not going to shoot the 18 grains. They are yeah, they're a bit light in this wind, and yeah, I don't want to aim and try to set that up, but I'm pretty happy with the results here. On 50 meters, the 18 grains did pretty well. I don't have any 25 or heavier pellets to test. Unfortunately, I thought I did, but I don't have any. But it also does well with the 25 grain slugs up to 50 meters. After that, they start to scatter a bit. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with these results. So, welcome back from the farm. This gun is very nice. It surprised me. You've seen the videos that I've put up about the Sumatra and how I struggled to get slugs and stuff to shoot from that. Most slugs are pretty alright to 50 meters, but the 100 meter is the big deciding factor. Even 25 grain pellets, JSPs do pretty well up to 50. In Sumatra, it's about the thumbnail on 50 meters, and after that it just starts opening up. So the fact that this thing can shoot pellets, 18 grain pellets on low, you can shoot 50, 60 plus if you want to. That's quite nice. And if you turn it up to high power, you can shoot 40 grain slugs. You can get 65 plus foot-pounds out of this gun. So this thing is just a very nice, powerful, accurate rifle. You can put external regulator on it and then make it even more accurate and everything. But I think if you are on a farm or big piece of land and you don't want something too expensive, but you want something to be able to take down bigger stuff and smaller stuff, rats and whatever, then this is the perfect gun for that. You can take down bigger, well, yeah, but as the porcupines and stuff, and then also smaller ground squirrels and basically every pest you have on the farm, you can take care of this. It's not an impact that you push it out 200 plus meters, but I would say up to 100 meters, you are still pretty good with this gun. So, all in all, I asked my uncle what does he think after I think about a year of owning this gun. He just feels that the magazine is a bit of an issue that really irritates him. The fact that sometimes it cycles, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it just runs away. Magazine is a bit of an and his gun has also cracked a whole bunch of places on the stock. which he also says is a bit irritating, and I can believe that. He has camoed it a bit and yeah, made it his hunting rifle. So yeah, the stock is prone to cracking, while this specific one is a bit cracky, and the magazine. But other than that, this is, yeah, it's a beautiful rifle. It looks nice, has nice stippling and grip and everything. It's accurate, it's powerful, but what more do you want from an air gun? Yeah, I'm going to give this back to my uncle, but if you have any questions or anything about the gun, you can just leave them in the comments down below. If you want me to try something or go out for hunting or pesting trip or something with this gun, then let me know and I can always borrow it again. And yeah, if you would like to see more videos like this, you can just like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos, and that's basically that. If you have questions, leave them in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.